Welcome to Mavericks Cricket MCI coaching videos. Here's all you need to know about spin bowling.
So Jack, what do you think's important for a spinner to practice in the nets?
Well, for me, you've hit the nail on the head. Spin. I like to see a young man spinning the ball with all his might, because if he can spin it, you can't teach spin after. You can teach length and direction after, but you can't teach spin. So get him to spin it, and then we've got a bit of a chance.
So what would they actually do to create spin in the nets? Could they put something on the ground like a spin mat, or would they just go and bowl on some concrete, or what would be the best way of doing it?
Well, a spin mat would be, because it'd be good for them to see it spinning. You know, if you put them on a real flat day where no man in the world can spin it, it's difficult. So if we get a spin mat down, so he lands on the spin, he sees it turn whichever way, then it gets him excited. And that would be the way I go. But most of the surfaces that a young kid would practice on would probably give him enough turn to get him thinking. I'm pretty happy with that.
Now, my experience with kids in nets is the batsmen often want to really get after them, and slog. So what could you say to a young spinner watching this about practicing his art of flight and spin?
Do you know, about 100 years ago, my coach used to ask me how I'd gone on, and he used to say, "How'd you gone today?" And I used to say, "Oh, well, I got it for 2 sixes." And he said, "Terrific. Where were they? Where did they hit them?" "Oh, over cow corner, over mid-on, over mid-wicket." "Terrific. That's good bowling, because if he miss-hits a bit, then you've got a chance of a wicket." So they mustn't get upset about being hit, because if they're being hit, the batsman's trying to nail him, and if he miscues a bit, then there's a chance of a wicket.
So you'd actually encourage the lads to give it a bit of air, would you?
Yeah, and let them. I mean, if the batsman's going to swing from the bootlaces, there's a bit, he can't hit everyone. There's a good chance he's going to miss it one, and then you need some good catches out there to make sure he takes the catch. The last thing you want is the guy smacks you straight down somebody's throat and the catch goes down. So you need your good fielders in the best, your good catches in the top places.
Now, a lot of young kids grow up with playing one-day cricket at professional level. Of course, we play a lot of 2020 stuff. Kids grow up with that, actually, as you know, a lot of club players and juniors. How important is it for a spinner to be thought of as an attacking bowler as well as defensive?
I think very much so now. It used to be the spinner used to come on and fire it into the leg side and just get it for 2 or 3. You know, if you can bowl his 8 overs for 40 and no wickets, he'd done a good job. But I think times have changed now. A spinner's got to think himself as a vehicle to get wickets. And that's it. If I bowl, I want to come off having 2 for 40 as against none for 30 odd. It's wickets the spinner needs to get, and to do that he's got to spin it, be brave to gamble and toss it up occasionally. When you can sense the batter's really coming for you, you can sense it, then it's big to toss it up there and give him the chance of coming at you.
What are your views on variations for spinners? Because we've seen in our lifetime people like Harbhajan Singh bowling a doosra, people like Muralitharan, very hard to pick. What would you say to young kids learning the craft of spin? Is it important for them to have all those variations?
It would be good for them to get a ball which can go outside the bat as well as inside the bat. It might be that you can never bowl the doosra. That's a real tough one, because you've got to probably change your action, practice for years to be able to perfect it. But I wouldn't disencourage them from trying to do it. But I'm thinking if they can bowl a top spin which goes straight, which will go past the outside of the bat, and then your big spinner, that is enough. But then you've still got to slow it down a bit, quicken it up a bit, and still land it in a decent area, you see. It's no use, it's good to spin it, but eventually you've got to land it in an okay area, because if you don't, with these bats they've got now, they're going to smack you.
Now, a lot of coaches talk about the flight of the ball, saying that actually flight is sometimes more important than spin. What are your views on using angles in the crease, flight of the ball, trajectory? They must be important as well as turning the ball.
All of these things, the height of the bowling arm, that varies the pace of the ball. The stronger you grip it, that goes through quicker. The lighter you grip it, the slower it down. You know, you can bowl wide of the crease, you can bowl from 23 yards. All these, as long as you make the variations subtle as against massive extreme, because if it's extreme everybody can pick it up. There's subtle variations from different angles. I mean, you can bowl 6 balls exactly the same ball from variations on the crease. So you've got to try and deceive that, but that's our job, to deceive that batsman by trickery or whatever, by swing, by spin, by flight. So encourage you guys to trick the batsman. We're the magician with the ball. That's what we try and be.
And if you could give just one piece of advice to any young spin bowler starting out on the road, what would that one piece of advice be?
It would be spin the ball as much as you can. Enjoy the fact that some days you're going to get wellied a bit, but in doing so occasionally you're going to get 5 catches caught on the boundary edge. So enjoy you have, as a spinner nowadays, you have a few, probably more bad days than good days. So when that good day comes along, really enjoy it.